One of the most dangerous strategies within the property investment industry is the overgearing of properties. It works very well when there is a rising market, but of course there's always the danger of a falling market. And ultimately what it means is that you end up with not a lot of property, but you end up with a lot of debt on property that is principally owned by the bank. So what I've done is taken a video from our membership site. It's within the Lower Your Property Risk course, and it is lesson number 8 on overgearing. So let's have a look at the video. Hi. My name is Jim J. Davidson and I'm a property developer. I first got involved in property in 1973 at the age of 16 when my brother and I purchased a flat in the student area of Edinburgh. My current company, Fineside Developments, was established in 2003 and we completed our first new build in 2006. This channel is really dedicated to providing you some of the things that I have learned along the way. I'm not an expert. I don't profess to know everything, but what I do know, I hope, will help you on your property journey. Oh, how I've watched the property market, the property investor market over the last 20 years and be giving out so much bad advice. It kind of frightens me. One of the pieces of bad advice is the level of gearing. As I said in the previous lesson, a lot of the mortgage companies were prepared to offer just 15% down of the property for a residential rental property, and they would lend you on 85%. Now, a lot of people would love to see those days come back again, and in fact we're getting fairly close to it because they will lend on 80% of the property now, so we're not too far away from that. And that will probably even continue, and maybe we will see the 15% down in later years as we get nearer to the next property crash. But it's not a good way to go forward. And in fact, I can think of past gurus. If you go back to the early, not the early, but the 2000s, and there were people like Andy Shaw. Andy Shaw was a property guru who had 250 properties and was advising you to invest in this way. In fact, he was boasting about the fact that he was able to buy a property today, take it out on a bridging loan, and then the next day mortgage it and pull all of his deposit out. So in fact, he didn't even put 15%, he got it revalued. And so let's say he bought the property at 100,000, he got it revalued at say 120,000, and he was then able to take a bridging loan to buy it at the 100,000, pull out, get a mortgage the next day for 120,000 or 105,000, and then pull out his original deposit plus usually some cash. And the net result of that is that when the global financial crisis happened, that whole thing came tumbling down and he ended up in bankruptcy. And in fact, he didn't have 250 properties. He had 250 piles of debt, and because these properties were clearly overvalued, and once the real values became known for those properties, the banks then wanted him to put further money into that to shore it up, and of course he didn't have any money to do it. So it was simply a house of cards. Look for another guy called Damien Coulter, and he was also advising the same sort of strategy, and he was helping you get into investments. He was lining up properties that you were able to buy off plan often, and you were able to, he would tailor these investments to you. Again, he set up another business, and he's a consultant for a program which I actually use, a piece of software called Infusionsoft, or it's now called Keep. It's a high-end software that I've been using for about 11-12 years now to help manage my business, and he's a certified consultant for that. So thankfully these guys have moved on and have managed to make a success elsewhere. But it does highlight the dangers of over-gearing and having too much debt as a proportion to the asset that you own, because ultimately you won't own the asset and then you'll be back to ground zero. I often say it is far easier to make money than it is to hold on to money. Now you might think that's a strange thing to say, but let me put this into perspective for you. Of all the money that you have earned through your life, how much have you got left? You've got less than what you earned. So the simple equation there is it's easier for you to make the money than it is for you to hold on to it. The trick in any property environment or any investment is to be able to increase the flow of that money faster than it's going out. The sad reality is, though, that most people, as they increase that flow of money, they also increase the outflow as well, and so therefore they struggle to get further forward. So my big fear about this is that so many people have come into the property industry in the last 10 to 12 years that have never experienced a downturn and don't understand the dangers of over-gearing. And what I want for you is for you to be in a strong financial position when the next downturn comes, the next major property crash comes, so as that you are secure, that you hold on to your assets and then are able to take advantage of the opportunities that will inevitably present themselves in the years following that, because you will have the cash to be able to carry on trading your business, and you'll be able to do that in an ethical and a sustainable way.
As I said at the beginning of this video, this is one of the lessons in the Lower Your Risk course. So if you'd like to check out the other lessons, then head over to the membership site. If you'd like to also check out some of the other courses there, again, head over to the membership site. And if you haven't already joined, then why not join us now? It's free to join, and there's lots of other information. Let me just briefly show you what's available there. So we're currently on the newsfeed page, but we also have groups that you can join. Whether you are a property developer or a self-builder, then there is the opportunity to post discussions in there, to participate in discussions and have your questions answered. We have, of course, a documents library, and in addition to that there are other courses. There's over 100 members now within this community, so why not join us and what is a growing community and get your questions answered and learn a little along the way. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now. Remember to hit that notification bell. If you've liked this video, please like and share it with your friends, and then have a look around at the many other videos that there is on this channel. There's over 70. There's lots of information there to consume and to learn by. Until the next time, I look forward to seeing you then. Stay safe. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Then click to watch the next video. Please remember to visit our website at builditandprosper.com, Together app, or click on the button on the YouTube header if you're on desktop.